Hi everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I will share with you 3 home decor makeovers. I picked up a few pieces in my stash that I made over a couple of years ago already, and it's time to redo and do better to make them fit into my decor again. So stay tuned for this. For my first makeover today, I have this flower pot, ceramics flower pot that I made over a couple of years ago already with some texture, and I started to sand off that texture and discovered I could actually peel off that paint. It was not loose or anything, it was sitting there very well, but as soon as I started peeling, I could peel off everything. So that's what I did here. Perfect. And then I sanded off any rough bits. I have some embellishments that I've done with air dry clay in silicone molds. They dried already and they have one coat of paint already, so I'm just fixing them on with some tacky glue and some hot glue for that instant hold. And here I'm taking some spackle on a paintbrush and fill in all the gaps so it's just a solid piece on that flower pot. So I do that on all ornate pieces. I have 2 drainage holes on the bottom of the piece, and I've just masked them off on the bottom, and then I will spackle the holes like so. And then I decided I will go a step further and make that wall a lot nicer and smoother, because I don't want to use it as a flower pot anymore. Well, sort of, but not in that sense, so it needs drainage holes. So now I'm painting the outside of my flower pot with my light grey go-to color, and I applied 2 coats. The bottom of the inside of this pot is very uneven, so I decided to take a scrap piece of laminate flooring and I just pushed it in like that. And now I want to take some more spackle and fill in the gaps on the sides there. Just taking a paintbrush and some spackle and push that spackle into place. And then I set the whole thing overnight to dry. Now it's time to paint the inside, and I painted that laminate floor bit as well. 2 coats of the same light greyish color. Now I'm taking some brown black color, a little bit diluted in water so it's easy to apply and wipe off the excess, and I'm just pushing it into all the grooves so I can make that texture pop when I go back and dry brush over what I've just made. So everywhere where I see fit, I go in with my brown black color. And now I'm taking a big paintbrush and that light grayish color once more and just dry brushing all over the piece. So I have a hint of that dark in the grooves, but not too much. Once completely dry, I go in with my satin finished varnish, just the one coat on the inside as well as on the outside of this piece. I put pads on the bottom, not to have it scratch the surface it will sit on. Et voila, here it sits in my kitchen, looking a bit neoclassical with herbs in it. Love how it turned out. If you're new to my channel, hi! I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrift flips, trash to treasure, renovation of my home, and I even do some pottery and some painting. Anything creative really. Please join me, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and join my YouTube family. For my second flip of today, I have this vase. Already 3 years has passed since I made it over last time. I thrifted it, and I will give you just a highlight of that video 3 years ago. This is how it looked when I got it home from the thrift store. And then I put on caning on the neck of the vase, and then on the bottom I will put a piece of lace and set it aside overnight to dry completely, and then I just painted it. I will leave a link in the description box if you want to see the whole video. Now I'm putting on 2 coats of my light grayish color, cover it completely from top to bottom. I will not leave it light as this, it will go very, very dark, but to have a blank canvas to work on. So I go in with the same black brown color in all the grooves to darken them. And now I will go in with some dark green, some dark brown, just dabbing it on with a smaller paintbrush, and then go in with a bigger paintbrush and just blend the colors. And I'm doing it in layers. I will let this dry with the help of my hairdryer because I'm very impatient. And then I go in with the next layer and next layer until I'm happy with the result. And here I'm going in with more of that black brown in the grooves. Just keep on layering, and then I set it aside to dry completely. It will go very, very dark. And now it looks like this, sort of a bronze color. And now I'm going in with my light grayish color on a big dry brush and just dry brushing the whole piece to highlight that texture. And then I go in with my satin finish varnish to cover the whole piece to protect the colors. Et voila! Here it sits on my credenza in my living room, looking beautiful. Love it. Sort of a old world look to it. For my third and final makeover, I will redo this tier tray. I made it from a glass piece and a cheese platter and just 2 plates. Glue them all together, but now the top piece has come off, so I need to fix that. So I'm just scraping off all the residue from the old glue, so I have something nice, smooth, clean to work on to get that super glue to really stick. So here I'm putting on some strong adhesive and a lot of it, and then I will place it in the center, just measuring to make sure so it's dead center. And then set it aside to dry for a bit, overnight actually. And here I am spray painting the bottom piece and the column in the center as well with my gold spray paint, and I applied 2 coats, let it dry in between the coats. I'm painting the top wooden piece with my light greyish color. Applied 2 coats. And here I'm taking some air dry clay and my silicone mold with flowers, and I just push in that clay and produce plenty of flowers. I will not let them dry completely, just let them set a little bit. Still want them flexible. And now it's time to attach my flowers, and I do that with some strong glue on the bottom piece right around that center piece, as you can see me do here. Pushing them into place. And then on the top piece, on the handle, I will put some more of these flowers all the way around and right on the top as well. And then I will set them aside to dry. Left them overnight. I'm painting all the flowers with 1 coat of my light greyish colors to have just a base coat. They will not stay greyish. And here I'm covering the whole top piece with some homemade Mod Podge, because I will do some decoupaging on the top piece. And I have this beautiful napkin that I just love, and I just press that down as soon as the glue has dried, and then I will just take my iron and some parchment paper in between and reactivate that glue and have that flat surface, no wrinkles here. And then I go in with a piece of sandpaper and sand off all the excess napkin. Looking beautiful already, but as you can see, I have some gaps that I want to fill in, And I do that with some of that extra napkin, just placing the tiny pieces where I see fit. Do you see those beautiful colors of the flowers in the napkin? And that's what I want to do with the air dry clay flowers that I put on, just mimic those flowers. So the next thing I will do is I will go in painting the flowers in some reds and some oranges and some off-whites. And here I figured out I could not leave the background on that handle white or greyish. I needed to pull that teal color or whatever bluish color on the background on the napkin. Need to bring that onto the handle, and that's the next thing I will do here. And I will work on the background and the flowers with different shades to highlight the texture and to mimic that napkin. And I'm painting the flowers on the bottom piece the same way that I made the other ones. Red, orange, creamy ones, and then a dry brush on top of them to make that texture pop. And the last thing I will do here is to put on a coat of my satin finish varnish to protect my creation. If you like this video and videos like this, consider subscribing, maybe share with a friend and hit that like button as well. It will help my channel to grow and I can spend more time creating inspirational content for you. Et voila, here it sits in my kitchen area, looking very pretty. Even though I don't have very much blue in my decor, I just love this creation. It's a beautiful tea tray. So tell me, what do you think of my creations today, my makeovers? Do you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. And this is how I have styled it for the time being. Just some tiny pieces, not too much on the top one because I want to see that napkin. If you are inspired and you want more inspiration straight away, just hit that Thrift Flips playlist icon appearing on the screen right here. Just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.